Hello, children. Good morning. In the previous class, we had completed chapter 4, A Noble Quality. In that chapter, we had seen that the small boy named Jiang was selected as the heir to the throne due to his honesty. We had seen in that chapter that honesty is one of the most important and beneficial virtue of life. It makes you reap several benefits in life. It makes you learn and become mature in life. Honesty helps you to build meaningful and lasting relationship, eventually resulting in credibility for yourself. It is the key to trust. So, dear students, I hope you will be honest in your life. Whatever you are doing, do it honestly. Dear students, today we are going to start chapter 5. Topic is nullify your weaknesses. So let us see this chapter 5. The personality of every person living on earth has some strengths as well as some weaknesses. People are neither completely strong nor completely weak. However, the one who is determined and strong willed nullifies his weaknesses and capitalizes on his strength. An emotionally weak person thinks that his weaknesses will not allow him to be successful. On the contrary, an emotionally strong person thinks that he will overcome his weaknesses and become successful in life. In spite of their weaknesses, some people choose to persevere so as to do something constructive in life and eventually become victorious. Dear students, here one beautiful story is given, and the topic of this story is blessing in disguise. So let us see this story. Once upon a time, there lived a 10-year-old boy who practiced the art of judo. Unfortunately, he met with a severe accident because of which his left arm had to be cut. In spite of the tragedy, the boy did not lose hope and wanted to continue to learn judo. He used to go to different masters, but in the end, all the masters used to reject him. One day he went to a Japanese master who agreed to teach him the art of judo. The boy began training under the Japanese master. The boy worked hard and the master was satisfied with his performance. In the first 3 months, the master taught him only one move. The boy became a bit frustrated and asked the master, "Sir, you are teaching me only one move. Shouldn't I be learning more moves? This is the only move you should practice. You need not know anything else," said the master. The boy did not understand what the master wanted to say, but he had full faith in his master. After nearly 6 months, the master took the boy for his first tournament. Surprisingly, the boy won the first two matches very easily. In the third match, he took some time to defeat the opponent. His fourth match was the final match, in which the opponent was a very accomplished player. In the first round of the fight, the opponent totally dominated the fight. The boy was hurt badly and the referee wanted to stop the fight, but the master intervened and said, "Let the boy complete the fight." After a few minutes, in the last round, the boy was able to play his move and very surprisingly defeated the opponent. He was declared as the champion of the tournament. On the way back, the boy said to the master, "Sir, I am unable to believe how did I win the tournament with only one move." The master replied, "In this move, your weaknesses become your strength. When you play this move, the opponent can save himself only by catching hold of your left arm, which you do not have. Since the opponent is unable to catch your left hand, he is sure to fall on the ground and immediately lose the fight. In all your fights, try to play this move as early as you can. The boy understood the fact with a feeling of reverence for the master. Children, you see that how a differently abled child become a judo champion. So, if he can overcome his weakness, why can't you all do so? Analyze yourself, identify your weaknesses, and then make effort to improve yourself. Try to implement this on yourself. So, children, for today, this much only. We will see next in the next class. Thank you.